My name is Brittany, and I am the founder of Bold Lupus Foundation, Inc., a nonprofit organization here in Lorain County. So today I just wanted to jump on real fast because we were supposed to go live at 6 p.m. However, I have another engagement that I have to attend on this evening and was unable to do the live. But I still wanted to jump on to share a few tips with all my caregivers out there who are caregiving for loved ones while also being an employee, whether full-time or part-time. So there's 65 million Americans who are caregivers to loved ones. Among those 65 million Americans, 20 to 50% of them are employees. These are employees who are taking care of loved ones before they go to work, after they come home from work, and sometimes even while they're at work. And when I say while they're at work, I'm speaking on the lines of getting phone calls at work saying a loved one's on the way to the hospital, or a family member or friend that is sitting with a loved one may have questions, or the loved one may even call and say they have questions or concerns as well. So my first tip to help manage or to help ease the load when it comes to being a caregiver while also being an employee is to talk with your manager. Have an open line of communication with them if you feel comfortable with it. And I say that because you never know what opportunities may come about by just keeping an open line of communication. Because we all know, as being an employee, we have schedules, whether that schedule is set for a week base, 2 week base, or even a monthly base. We all have schedules. And being a caregiver, we have schedules as well. We have scheduled doctor's appointments, we have scheduled surgeries or medication times, or the list is endless when it comes to being a caregiver of the schedules that we tend to follow or even have set in place to just help manage what's going on in that area. So, but when I go back to the opportunities, you may have an opportunity to just talk with your manager, let your manager know what's going on, and you can either try to work something out to where you can have a set schedule with your job, or you can even try to work something out to say, hey, every first Tuesday of the month, or every second Wednesday of the month, I'm going to need this day off so that we can schedule all our doctor's appointments. Or even on those times where you may need, to leave work, or you get an emergency and you have to leave work, by letting them know up front, depending on where you work at and who your managers are. Some of them may be very understanding of it and some of them may not, but you may also be able to have something set in place to where a person can be on call and you'd be like, hey, this just happened, can you please come in and finish the rest of my shift, or however that may go. But I just find by keeping an open line of communication with your manager, again, as much as you feel comfortable with, can make a world of a difference when it comes to being a caregiver and also being an employee. So my second tip for you guys is to ask for what you need. I know sometimes it can be very hard to ask for the things that you need, or to ask somebody to sit in for you so that you can take some time, or to sit in for you so that you can go somewhere, or whatever the case may be. But I feel as a caregiver, it is extremely important to be able to ask for what it is that you need, or even to be able to delegate if you have siblings or other friends or family members that have offered to help you. Ask, talk to them, let them know what's going on. It will make a difference in managing being a caregiver, while managing being an employee, but also being able to have that time, which leads into my next tip, that time to just love oneself and to practice self-care. So that's my third tip. Take time for yourself. Take time to care for yourself. You cannot be the best caregiver that you want to be for your loved ones if you aren't filling your own self up. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to make sure that you're taking that time for yourself to stay, refreshed and rejuvenated and empowered as well. So in turn that you can show the most love and patience and appreciations and everything that comes with being a role as a caregiver. So take time and take care of yourself. That's physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And that can be done in several ways. It's going to be different for everyone. I know some things that I enjoy doing is, reading a book, taking a warm hot bath, walking in nature, just sitting and listening to music at times, going for a drive, sometimes retail therapy. It just depends on what I'm experiencing in the moment and what feels good to me at that moment in my life. And I think that's going to be the same for you all as well. But being able to identify the times when you need to care for yourself, but also being able to know what it's going to take to make sure that you are filling your own love tank and that you are also refreshing your own self and being able to connect with self and being able to relax and receive the peace that our bodies need and our loved ones need too, because again, we can't pour for a cup that's half empty. So those are the 3 tips that I have for you guys. And I just thank you for tuning into this video. If you guys have any other tips that you would love to add in, please leave them in the comments. If you have any questions in regards to caregiving or any questions in general, please also leave those in the comments. And if you don't feel comfortable leaving those in the comments, you can also send us an email or even give us a call at 440-610-1939. Thank you so much again. And remember, you may have lupus, but lupus don't have you. And also, as a caregiver, remember that it's not so much about, the things that we do for our loved ones, but how much love we put in those things that we do. And being available to them and knowing their disease and just showing as much love and compassion as we can. So you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.